What's tomorrow in Spanish? Dora the Explorer.
Picking teeth from his skull and playing with his tongue. He's all sick and everything.
I ain't gonna lie, that dude is lying. She's fake crying.
He kept on punching him and shooting him, and I had to grab him
lying.
like this to pull him back, and I told him to stop.
You mean people are gonna hate us for this?
I hate my life.
Who's that dude?
This is my life now.
Oh my God, man.
15-year-old Seth Jackson was a typical teen boy living in Summerfield, Florida with his parents Scott and Sonia Jackson and his two older brothers. He loved animals and had aspirations to join the Ultimate Fighting Championships.
Okay.
His parents had agreed to enroll him in training courses when he turned 18. Little did he know that when he began a relationship with 15-year-old Amber Wright, it would lead down a dark and twisted path that would ultimately end those aspirations, along with his life, in an unimaginably horrifying fashion.
Are those Yu-Gi-Oh
As is
cards?
often the case, their relationship was happy, in the beginning at least. However, after a year, things turned sour between them.
In what way?
During these difficult times, Amber added fuel to the fire when she began a close relationship with 18-year-old Mike Bargo. Seth's best friend, Will Samalot, claimed that Seth was traumatized when the end of their relationship finally came, amid speculation that Amber was actually cheating on him with Mike.
Probably.
On Sunday, April 17th, 2011, Seth and Will went to visit a mutual friend. That night, when they left to walk home, Will noticed that Seth was texting on his phone and seemed distracted.
About what?
Shortly after 9 p.m., the two parted ways. That was the last time Will would ever see his friend.
Dang.
Seth's mother,
Just
Sonia
like that?
Jackson, filed a missing persons report the next day when he didn't return home. When a news report concerning Seth's disappearance appeared on TV, Amber Wright's half-brother, Kyle Hooper, had an emotional breakdown, telling his mother that he had knowledge of what happened to the missing teen. The story that Kyle told his mother was appalling, and she contacted the authorities, indicating that a ramshackle house in Summerfield, Florida, held the key to Seth's mysterious disappearance. When investigators visited this location and rounded up the suspects in Seth's disappearance, they soon learned that the full truth was far more grisly than they ever could have conceived.
Whoa.
According to Kyle's testimony, Justin Roach Soto, Amber Wright, homeowner Charlie Ely, Mike Bargo, and he himself were present on the scene the night Seth went missing.
5 of them.
Investigators collected these individuals and brought them down to the station for interviews, with the exception of Mike Bargo, who they were unable to locate at the time. When dealing with multiple suspects, such as in this case,
what did they do
one
to...
common tactic that detectives will use is to separate them, allowing each one of them to tell their version of events independently. Once an inconsistency is found, detectives will present this inconsistency to all of the suspects in the hopes that all of them will tell the truth. This technique would prove critical as detectives began to unravel the complicated skein of threads in a complex tapestry of murder, unveiling one of the most twisted and chilling motives we've ever seen in a case.
Why he just threw
What
all them
follows
words
is
in
never
that
before seen interrogation
skein
footage
of
exclusively
threads
obtained
in
by
his
Ewu.
tapestry of
This is the right for this
murder.
one. Thank you. That's kind of why we have the chairs set up like this.
Alright, so what's the issue?
This is 20-year-old Justin Soto. To his friends, he's known
That
by the
fake
nickname
yawn.
Roach. He's the eldest of the suspects, and investigators believe that he may have intimate knowledge of what happened to Seth, as he is a current resident in the house.
What's the issue? You know what? I have a feeling you're going to tell me. Okay? Listen, I want you to understand something. Okay? I don't know what you do or don't know. You're not in trouble with me.
Yeah.
Okay? But this is extremely important.
The detective tries to reassure Justin that he's not in trouble, but this might not be the entire truth. Police will often say things like this to gain rapport with suspects so that they'll be more forthcoming with the officers.
It literally never works, though.
Are you from around here?
Like, I've lived here for a while, but I'm from Hawaii.
You're from Hawaii?
Yeah.
Where
Honolulu.
here have you lived? I mean, how long have
Wait,
you
no,
been
that's just
living here?
that's not a greeting in Hawaii.
Since I was about 12 years old. 11,
Where y'all
12 years
from?
old.
I'm talking to y'all.
Oh, so you've been here a while.
Yeah, I've been here
Okay.
a while.
Investigations usually begin with discussions of general information like this, so the detective can get to know the suspect and begin to make them feel comfortable with the interrogators.
Let's talk about your tattoos a little bit. Do you mind?
Yeah, I don't mind at all.
What's it say on the front?
This says head buster on it.
What is that? HSAO?
HEAD.
People generally like to talk about their tattoos and
I ain't
the
gonna
meanings
lie,
behind them.
I'm feeling
so
more
it's an easy
uncomfortable,
question to get
though.
the conversation
Like,
flowing.
I
If
don't
Justin
feel at
feels at
ease.
ease with the detective, he may be more willing to give her information regarding what happened to Seth. Justin shows the detective his tattoos and she jokes around with him, building an atmosphere of trust and camaraderie before getting around to the impending serious discussion.
Like, none of that
Suddenly,
would have
the
worked, bro.
detective
I ain't gonna lie
notices
to you.
something interesting.
Yeah, this is my last one. I have a mushroom right here.
Oh, that's a new one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are all the scratches about?
I mean, I was walking through the woods and some vines got a hold of it, and like 3 or 4 vines wrapped around my leg, and I went to go walk in it.
They ain't no vines, my brother. Those look like scratch marks from a human hand, bro. Look, I ain't gonna lie.
Like 3 or 4 vines wrapped around my leg, and I went to go walk in it.
Any others?
No, that's it.
That's it? Okay. You don't have anything on your back and your arms?
Mm.
Wow, that's different. Usually that's where they put them all. Oh, you got a cold or something?
Yeah, I've been sick for like almost 2 weeks now. Well, I'm not really sick anymore. I just got this crazy behind cough, and it aggravates me.
While Justin's explanation may be true,
I
a
ain't
sudden
gonna lie.
increase in coughing can also indicate an increased stress level.
Bro.
As the body goes into fight or flight mode, mucous membranes dry up, which can make the mouth and throat feel dry.
Really?
For someone who already had a lingering cough, this dryness could cause further irritation and make the coughing increase.
I understand that you guys were, in a crowd. I'm older, so I'm gonna say kids,
Yeah.
hanging out together, okay? I hear that, tempers flew, okay? And things happened. What were you doing Sunday night?
I ain't gonna lie, he's coughing. I ain't gonna lie, he's coughing, bro.
Today is Tuesday.
Justin succumbs to a coughing fit here just as the interview begins in earnest.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know why you're here? You don't know?
I really
Did
don't.
anybody explain? Tell me how you ended up here.
I woke up this morning to Charlie waking me up, and there was an officer right there, and I'm here now.
I ain't gonna lie,
Each of those
he's
being
nervous.
interrogated
Not
lived
only
with
is he
Charlie
nervous, but I
Ely
think
in
he
her
did it.
home at the
Like,
time of
he got
Seth's
the-
disappearance, except for Amber Wright, who visited regularly and frequently stayed overnight.
Okay, so you just got in
He
the
got
car
the
and you
scratch
didn't ask
marks,
any
bro.
questions like, what do you want? Why am I here? Nothing? You didn't ask anything? Oh, come on. You're too smart for that.
Hey, Shorty, don't be complimenting me like that's gonna do
I was
something.
just coming over here to see what the hell's going on. Because I woke
Yeah,
up. and-
but you even said it yourself, okay? You're nervous about places like this, okay? So there's no way you're gonna sit there and tell me that you got into a police car, okay? And ask no questions as to why you're getting into a police car after being woken up.
Nah,
Okay.
facts. I would have been.
The detective
You know what I mean?
appeals to logic
What do
based
you
on
want?
information she's already collected from Justin to point out that he may already be acting dishonest with her.
So let's,
They said an incident happened.
okay? With who?
I guess freaking something about some kid that I don't even know who the hell he is, and
Yeah, you do. Who is he?
his name's Seth or something like that.
He's
And
like folding, bro.
supposedly, I guess he got shot or whatever.
Okay.
That's all I know. Like the girls, I guess they went to go meet up with him or something, and
What girls?
Charlie and the other one.
This is 18-year-old Charlie Ely. She's the owner of the house where Justin, Kyle Hooper, and Mike Bargo also live.
I ain't gonna lie, Charlie.
I don't like this room.
You kind of weird.
I'm about to go crazy.
Why? Why is she doing that? What you looking for? Yo, Shorty's already
Charlie
suspicious.
has
She
been
did it.
obsessively checking and examining her body since
She did it,
entering
bro.
the interview room. This may be indicative of anxiety. After nearly 20 minutes, a detective finally arrives to speak to Charlie.
Hello?
Is she wearing boxer
Are you-
shorts? What,
Good.
bro?
Good.
Why do
About to go crazy?
detectives not have drip, bro?
Room with all
Okay. Well, we don't need that. I'm Detective Bill with the Sheriff's Office.
Charlie.
Charlie? What's your last name,
This man
Charlie?
said we don't need that.
Haley?
Ely. E-L-Y.
Okay. How you doing? How old are you?
18.
18 years of age. Okay. Do you know why you're here?
Yes, sir.
Why are you here?
Because, something happened with Seth.
Something happened with Seth.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Understand that we had a deputy bring you down here because of what may have happened with
Yeah,
Seth, okay? There's an investigation that we're going to investigate. Are you clear with that?
Charlie sighs heavily, which may be an example of her using an adapter to expel nervous energy.
True.
Adapters are nonverbal ways that people comfort themselves when they're feeling stressed.
Uh-huh. Yo, why is he
I'm
getting
gonna sit
closer?
back and pretty much just give you the floor.
I ain't gonna lie,
You've
back
already
up.
explained to me
No, but
why you
Yo,
think.
you're like looming
Why are you
over me,
here?
bro. I will punch
Okay.
you in
I know
your
why.
forehead.
Explain to me why you're here.
Often, detectives will allow the suspect to simply tell the story in their own words. This allows them to observe and catch any lies and inconsistencies,
Uh-huh.
pointing these details out to encourage the subject to tell the complete truth.
Why is his pants at like
be honest
sitting at
with
his
me.
stomach, bro?
Totally truthful.
Where's his
What's your head
waist?
Okay, Sunday night. What is it? Yeah, Sunday night. Amber and I walked up because her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, was Seth, and they wanted to work things out. So we met him up.
This is Sunday night?
Yes, sir. At 58th Court. It was approximately 9:30.
Yo, she's literally
So you met him on
snitching.
the corner?
Yeah.
Like she's
Okay.
she's giving out times, addresses,
What corner did
days.
you guys meet him on?
I think it's 58th
She said
Court.
58 Court, approximately 9:30
say
Sunday
that's what
night.
it
And who all met there?
Me, Amber, and Seth.
Amber is, of course, 15-year-old Amber Wright, Seth's ex-girlfriend, the half-sister of Kyle Hooper, and suspected love interest of Mike Bargo.
Okay, okay.
In another
Ain't
room,
gonna lie,
not
Seth
far
probably
away,
had the
she will
brightest
soon
future out
begin
of all
a
of them,
similar
bro.
story.
I introduced myself before. My name's Rhonda, okay? And I'm gonna talk to you about this, okay?
Who's the other girl?
Okay, I just need you to tell me the story. And let's start with the other night. I understand that you and Charlie went to another neighborhood or went down the street. Tell me how this all comes about.
Unlike the other detectives, Detective Stroop goes straight into the story, beginning with Amber's role in the events.
Uh-huh.
Well, me and him were already talking on the phone.
Me and him.
Seth.
Okay, you and Seth. Did Seth call you or did you call Seth?
Well, he had called me a couple days before that and I didn't answer.
Okay.
So I called him that night.
Why you called
And
him?
you and Seth, and correct me if I'm wrong, okay? You two had a relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
Was he, how was your relationship with him?
Not the best.
Tell me why you say not the best.
We'd always fight. He'd always hit me and cheat on me and all that.
So
Cap.
he was physically abusive to you?
Cap.
Yes,
When Amber
Literally.
describes her relationship with Seth, she touches her hair, another adapter behavior. She may be feeling uncomfortable as she talks about this sensitive subject.
True. That could be
Who all
true.
knew that?
me, Charlie, my brother.
Okay, so Kyle knew
Mm,
about it. Was there a lot of people in the neighborhood just that ran around with you guys that knew this?
Yeah.
Because
She
your
could be
mom
telling
and
the truth.
Kim knew it.
Mhm.
Okay. So Seth had called you a few days before.
Mhm.
You called him back, and what day was that?
why you call him
It
back
was
though?
Sunday night.
Sunday night?
It was the night that this all happened.
Okay, so you called Seth, and what did Seth say?
Well, it started off, I was like, hey, I know you called me the other day and I didn't answer, but you wanted to make up. So do you want to make up or like try and be friends or something because I'm sorry for everything? And he was like, yeah, I think that'd be a good idea for the both of us.
Why? Okay, no. If he is abusing you, ma'am, and I understand the mental toll that abuse, you know what I'm saying? I understand that it can get confusing and manipulativeness could happen in such relationships. However, if he is abusing you, why are you calling him and apologizing for everything? I'm confused. That don't make that like. Am I
That's
missing
fair,
some
but
strings?
You wanted to make up.
Some-
so
some-
do you
some
want to make up or like
points?
try and be friends or something because I'm sorry for everything? And he was like, yeah, I think that'd be a good idea for the both of us because we're both tired of fighting with each other and we just wanted to stop the drama.
So were you guys going to get back together as a couple?
No, we were just going to try and be friends.
Okay.
'Cause
Okay.
we were friends before we were dating.
Okay.
We were really close.
Okay.
And he was like, well, you should walk down here. And I was like, well, if I walk down there, I'm not walking alone because it's too dark, so can my friend Charlie come? And he was like, sure, I guess.
Where was Seth at when he said walk down here?
The neighborhood at the end of my road, Bellevue Ridge Estates.
Okay, so Seth was at Bellevue Ridge.
Bellevue Ridge.
He said something about Brittany.
It seems likely Brittany was the friend that Seth and Will were visiting the night of his disappearance. Will mentioned that Seth had been distracted, texting on his phone once they left.
Okay.
Police later recovered these messages.
What did they say?
They read, "Hey, can you talk? You said you needed to talk. Well, I kinda need to talk to you about us working things out. What do you mean? Can you please call me, like now? Yeah, sure. Hey, my friend Charlie is coming with. I've been telling her everything between me and you, and she's coming because I need her to help through this. Is that okay? But don't tell anyone what's going on because I want to make sure we can work things out before anyone knows.
I ain't gonna lie.
Amber, if you have me jumped, I will never give you the time of day. So if I get jumped, say goodbye, all right? I swear you're not, Seth. I could never do that to you. I just want me and you back. Okay. I'm walking up the hill now. I'm at the neighborhood road. Where are you? Sorry, I didn't want Will to hear me, but stay around the corner where me and you fought. Just wait right there, and I'll be there in a minute." This was Seth's very last text message. It's interesting that he was suspicious of Amber's motives.
That's what I'm
as
saying.
he fears that she's planning to have him jumped. Perhaps he had a good reason to be
Why
wary.
did he have a good
So
reason?
you guys went down there and talked?
Nah, he didn't just come up with that, bro. Something happened. And she's lying.
His mom, I guess, texted
She didn't
him.
want to
I was
just
like,
be
"Who are you texting?"
friends.
I thought we were talking. And he was like, my mom told me either right now or never. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess they started arguing, whatever. And then he looked at me. He's like,
Arguing with his mom through
yes.
text?
And
Okay.
I guess he called her a bitch or whatever. I didn't want to get in it. And then he was like, look, I'm not in the mood to talk right now. I'm getting out of here for now. I'll see you around.
And he just stormed off. So when he stormed off, we went back to my house. And about an hour
Yo,
later,
the way
he
she's
came to my
gripping the
house.
chair,
Mike
bro,
was
is
off
making
in
me
his room like he
uncomfortable.
always is.
Okay.
He never comes out.
So he had no idea you went to see Seth or that you came back from seeing Seth that you're aware of?
I didn't tell him.
Okay. And Kyle's in the living room. What's Kyle doing?
Kyle just sits there and watches TV like he always does.
Okay, so he's just watching TV in the living room. Mike's in the bedroom. Okay, and then what happens?
Yo, she's
Seth comes
lying.
I knocked on the door and Charlie answered it, and she was like, well, what do you want? And he was like, I just need to talk to Amber. Can I come in?
I don't know what it is you're being careful about, okay? And it's okay to be careful, okay? But the truth is what it is, okay? And that's what I need from you.
That's pretty much what it is. I don't know the kid.
Okay.
I know he's a little white boy, and
Using the phrase pretty much is what is
Yeah.
known as an exclusion qualifier.
I ain't gonna lie.
Other examples
Pretty
of
much
exclusion
is always a
qualifiers could be
suspicious
saying
statement.
something like not really or for the
Yup.
most part.
I mean, I guess.
It allows the person to
'cause I
tell
guess,
some of the truth while hiding the rest. It's important to note that just because you hear someone use one of these statements, it's not proof that they are lying,
but an indication that they
may be.
might be.
him and one of the girls used to date or whatever. And
Which girl?
I ain't gonna lie. The more he talks, though, the more he gives information, like information that he didn't have prior to her pressing him, bro. Because now he knows that he was dating
him
this
and one of the
girl.
girls used to date or whatever. And
Which girl?
the Amber girl.
Well, you just told me more than you told me a few minutes ago.
You feel
How do you know
me?
Amber?
I'm locked in, bro.
How did you meet her?
Through her brother, Kyle, the other dude that's
Okay.
here.
Okay. All right. So is Kyle the other one that lives with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then now I know you know more than you're saying.
You feel me?
because,
Nah, he's.
He just moved in too.
I know, but Kyle likes to talk, doesn't he?
The detectives have pinpointed Kyle as the potential weakest link. After all, he is the one who originally confessed information to his mother, which resulted in the four being here at the station.
So why don't
What
they
is
just talk
unclear
to
at this
him?
point is exactly how much Kyle has told his mother and the investigators. We can't be sure what the detective already knows, but neither can Justin.
I haven't chilled with the kid in
You what?
I haven't chilled with or hung out with him in a little while until we moved in and started.
I ain't gonna lie, that getting closer
Now
thing
you're
would just
making me
piss
think
me off,
things a
bro.
little different.
Because why are you getting closer to me?
Okay.
I would get
The
get
detective
closer to
scoots
you.
her chair closer to Justin. This increased physical proximity creates additional pressure for him to tell the truth.
No, it just makes me want to get
Now you're
closer to
making
you.
me
Because
think
who do you
that
think
maybe
you
you
like?
had
Why are
some
you
involvement in
pulling
all
up on
this.
me? Like,
Did you?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any involvement in any of this?
No, ma'am.
No? Where'd
Would
you
I
get the
get
scratches
in
from on
trouble
your
if I
legs?
pulled the chair closer to?
Vines walking through the woods.
Because those are very, very fresh scratches.
Facts.
When did you get those?
Yesterday, I was walking through the woods yesterday.
Yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
What woods were you walking through?
In my old neighborhood, where I was going to talk to the dude about the tree job.
Okay. What neighborhood is that?
My old
It
neighborhood.
doesn't have a name. It's behind a church, a big church.
This is an unsatisfying.
You done got, my brother. I ain't gonna lie, you should have, bro. If you, oh my gosh, why did you say old neighborhood, Brody?
Behind a
Justin.
church, a big church.
I ain't trying to like.
This is an
help you get
unsatisfactory
free or
answer,
nothing like that if
and
you
the
did
beginning
something
of
wrong.
a series of very vague answers from
But,
Justin.
bro.
I work in the woods too, you know,
Mhm.
and I don't get scratched up like that.
No, they have like little, what are those called? Thorns or whatever on them. And
Okay.
they're up there on my leg.
Let me see your other leg. Yeah, you're pretty scratched up.
Yeah.
That's
He,
not from a walk through the woods.
I ain't gonna lie.
Sure it is.
No. Talk to me, Justin.
That's what happened. That's woods.
Oh, I believe it's woods.
Yeah.
I believe that. I have no doubt it could be that. But that's not from walking through, okay?
Nah.
You were running,
Bro.
walking in the dark.
The detective returns to the night in question, and Justin continues his strategy of distancing himself from the others.
I don't know anything about what happened.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel
I
like
just came
Justin
home
probably
and-
did it, bro.
I went to sleep.
While Justin maintains his ignorance of the situation, the girls continue their version
He's the
of
only
events.
one with scratches,
Did
bro.
Seth call you before he came down?
No,
there?
ma'am.
So he just showed up an hour later.
Yeah.
When you came back, did you talk to your brother or Michael about what Seth had said, or that you guys had a conversation? Did they know?
No, they didn't know what we talked about.
Okay.
Kyle asked me where I was going, and I just told him I was like, I'm going to
I ain't gonna lie,
talk to
why
Seth
did
and
they
try
do
and
this,
figure
though?
things out.
Notably, there's no mention of Justin being present at the scene in Amber's version either.
I hear a knock at the door. It's Seth. So I let him in, not thinking anything was wrong with it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Can you draw me a drawing of your house?
I guess.
I just want to try to get a picture of what
Good, like,
exactly.
idea.
The detective may be having Charlie draw the floor plan to make sure her story is crystal clear. However, a methodically laid out floor plan could allow the detective to point out certain details that seem implausible or odd as well.
Okay.
She let him in. He sits
Yo,
in the
bro,
chair.
back
Me and
up.
her sitting by each other on the couch.
Why is your
And
head
then
almost
Kyle
touching
just
my
gets up
head,
and
bro?
hits him.
Pause.
So were they arguing first?
Like,
before
bro.
you just
No, Amber and Seth were talking, and Kyle comes out of nowhere and hits him, and me and Amber dart to my room.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm just as
And
like I'm
Kyle said,
getting
"Get the
as
fuck
close to him
out."
as he's getting close
And
to
he went
me,
out
bro.
that way,
I
and we
don't
heard
care, bro.
Mike's door hit something, and Mike came out, and we heard gunshots.
Okay.
And by then, me and Charlie took off to her room. We shut the bathroom door, and we heard another door just fly open, and we just heard gunshot after gunshot after gunshot. And after maybe like 5 or 6 times of hearing it, it got quiet. And then you hear Kyle go, "What did you just do?"
What?
The introduction of a gun into this scenario does not seem to bode well for Seth.
Well,
Yet it's
yeah.
still unclear exactly what happened to him, as the girls were not visual witnesses to the event itself. It's difficult to piece together Seth's fate, especially since there hasn't been a body recovered.
There hasn't?
How do you think Michael knew Seth was out there?
He probably heard him talking.
Okay. So it's one of them things where it's not that far apart. that
Yeah,
he-
the house is
The
very
house is-
small.
he would know
It is
Seth's
small.
voice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
If we said anything to anyone, he would f***ing kill us.
So this is
next.
after the gunshots.
Yeah,
He came back into the house.
yeah, with the gun.
In
And he
his
was
hand.
waving it around.
What
us.
kind of gun was it?
It was a revolver.
Okay.
I mean, he's letting us like touch it and shit. So our fingerprints are on it.
It's interesting that Charlie is choosing to volunteer information about Mike letting them touch
Yeah,
the
like
revolver at
why?
this point.
Yeah.
It could very well be that she has a guilty conscience and is trying to preemptively dismiss certain pieces of evidence that
To
indicate her
portray.
guilt, such as her
Yup.
fingerprints being on a weapon.
The back door open and like I don't really know. Like I just heard a bunch of shit. Like he was
Moving
doing
stuff
something.
around.
Yeah.
Okay. You document that. Now, did you hear any voices or anything that you told
All
me?
I heard it was Mike's voice.
Okay. And what did you hear Mike saying?
This is what you f***ing get.
So when did you guys
Why?
finally come
What
out
did he
together?
do?
morning.
Was anything different?
Oh, it just smelled like pure bleach in the house. That's it.
Bro, they're all
Do
lying.
you know where the bleach
I ain't
came
gonna
from?
lie.
No.
I had a bottle of bleach on the counter, but that's not there.
So you had bleach and it's gone
Yeah.
now?
Why you?
And Mike came into the room and he said, I swear if you guys open your mouth about anything about last night, I'm gonna come after you guys. He said, I gotta go. I'm going somewhere.
Okay, and he left?
Yeah. He said, I'm going somewhere. I'll be back later. And me and Amber went up to my friend Chris's house for...
Did you look around your house or anything?
I mean, they're still going to jail for accessories to murder, though.
Something,
I
right?
was
Yeah.
looking around, but I didn't see anything. Like,
'Cause
I
they
didn't
ain't say
see
nothing.
really anything. I mean, my shit, the only thing that I really noticed was in my bathroom, my shower doors, not my bathroom, but the guest bathroom, shower doors were down.
Where was Michael the next day when you got up?
Mhm.
Did you see him?
No, he just wouldn't come out of his room, and then me and Charlie left. And we were up at her friend's house until maybe 4.
Yo, who is the lady?
She called me
Who is that?
when you made dinner.
Is that her
So
mom?
Michael was in the house though when you woke up in the morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
This is a minor discrepancy in what has been a very parallel story, since Charlie claims Mike was out and about making more threats, while Amber says he was asleep in his room until they left.
Interesting.
This guy, Justin Soto, was he there when this happened?
I didn't see him anywhere. Like, I don't think he was there. I think he was talking about going and talking to someone in another neighborhood about a job that he has to do, like, next week.
Okay,
What have you heard about
that corroborates his story a little bit.
everything you
Well,
heard
from an
about
admittedly
Sally?
suspicious person, but
Amber and I guess I don't know. It's pretty much it. I guess he had some problems with some other kid, and
What kind of problems?
Once again, Justin uses two selective memory statements, I guess and I don't know, followed by another exclusion qualifier. That's pretty much it. This doesn't mean he's guilty, but it could suggest that he's withholding information related to the case.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's possible that he's either protecting someone else or himself by holding back.
Yeah, I was about to
This
say.
is also only an indication of deception when it isn't part of someone's normal speech patterns. Some teenagers and young adults use phrases like pretty much all the time. This is another instance that highlights the importance of the officers having some low-stakes conversations with individuals before the interrogation begins, so that they can get a feel for their baseline speech patterns.
That's actually...
That way, if their word usage changes in association with certain topics, the officer can be more certain that something is off about that specific topic.
like they were just like
Interesting.
talking noise to each other.
Very interesting. So if I stop using not gonna lie, that means I'm uncomfortable? Or it could just mean I'm actually using my brain to convey my point fully,
Well, I think
because
it's
that's like a
named Mike,
reflexive
actually.
statement for me. I'm
I
not gonna
had
lie.
faith in you. When did you
It
first
was
meet
like-
Mike?
Oh, I met him like 2 years ago.
He met Mike nearly 2 years ago, but just a few minutes ago was acting like he didn't even know his name.
Whoa.
She makes one last-ditch effort to get him to open up to her.
I'm sure Mike's gonna talk for what's best for Mike.
That's a fact.
So Justin needs to tell me what's going on.
I'm
And think about what's best for Justin.
Am I not Justin? Why is she saying my...
I left yesterday. That's pretty much what happened.
Did you leave with Mike?
No.
Did you leave with anybody else? All right, well, listen, give me a few minutes and I'll be right back, okay? All right.
She leaves to acquire a smoke for him and likely to get an update on what the other investigators have learned from their suspects.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. Do you mind if I talk to her again? Okay, I'm gonna bring Kyle in here with you, okay?
Who's Kyle? Who is that? Okay, who is she, bro? Is she a mom? I think she's the mom.
This is 16-year-old Kyle Hooper, Amber Wright's half-brother. He's just finished a grueling one-on-one interview with a detective and is clearly distressed.
Both your kids are in a thing for murder.
Number two?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, we told you it wasn't a storm. I mean, it was like everything was planned.
Approach everybody?
Everybody.
Admitting that everything was planned is extremely important because it proves mens rea, premeditated criminal intent. So not
Oh
only
my
has Kyle
God.
essentially admitted to murder on videotape, he's also admitted to a specific degree of murder. First-degree murder.
Yo,
We're gone.
They took my phone.
Everything's gone.
is the
James
mom
and I
good?
too.
She must be in shock. There's no way she's just calm, hearing her kids are.
Now Kyle has also unexpectedly implicated his stepfather, James Havens III,
Ew.
stating that he is in on it
What?
too. Kyle Hooper, much like his sister, has told detectives a bit of a story while his mother was present. However, they likely realize at this point that he is the weakest link, as he was the one who originally confessed to his mother. He certainly doesn't seem to want to tell the full story in front of her, so the detective pulls him out into a room alone, where he sits wiping ink from his hands from his fingerprinting. Little does he know, a confrontation is about to begin.
So, sorry about that.
What's wrong?
I ain't gonna lie, Kyle.
I want to be perfectly honest with you, okay?
You probably the most.
This is how I work. I'm giving you an opportunity right now to lie to me. Okay? If you take that opportunity, okay, you're a fool.
No, I'm not lying to you at all.
Everything that comes out of your little mouth right now better be 110% the truth.
Who
okay?
are you talking to, detective
All right,
lady?
now let's start.
I'm gonna do whatever
back
I
at the
want.
beginning
First of all,
this. And this is your one and only last chance to correct
I can move in
any
too.
discrepancies you may have.
Yo, I just don't like
of
when
the
they do
story
that, bro.
You told me. Okay? Want to start fresh?
Because if I back down, that means they win. No, I'm a winner.
I'm scared.
Kyle.
Bro, you're backing
I'm
down,
sure you
Kyle.
Okay?
I've never been to. I don't want to do
Pressure.
I don't want to go through none of this. I didn't even for none of this to happen.
Oh my God,
Hey,
he's
but you know what,
folding, which
Kyle?
is good. Don't get me wrong, that's
Right now
good.
is the time to man up. Right now is where the rubber meets the road.
Okay, now what are
Okay?
you talking about, Shorty?
Can't talk to you if you're not going to tell me the truth.
I ain't gonna lie, she is.
She may be trying to empathize with him to make him feel like she cares, but she makes no hints or promises that he won't be locked up.
That's what I'm
or that she
saying,
will
bro.
help him.
She's not making me
Meanwhile,
like.
Kyle is hiding his face with his hand, which may indicate that he feels shame and wants to hide himself from the detective's gaze.
Why you?
So let's start at the beginning, okay? Just you and I here, just start at the beginning. Tell me what really happened.
Kyle begins his story with important insight into his state of mind that night. He and his biological dad did not get along, which may have been a major factor in Kyle's sudden decision to move in with Charlie. To that end, he sold his laptop to raise quick cash for rent, and that instigated an argument with his mother. Feeling like he was losing his family, he went to his stepfather, James Havens, for mental support, who later dropped him off at Charlie's house. His anger and frustration may have been contributing factors to his fateful decisions later that night.
Bro, what did they do
With
to
the
my
stage
dog,
set,
Seth, bro?
Kyle begins his shocking tale.
He drops me off. All right. Well, we got this kid that comes over. His name's Brandon. He plays the guitar.
Brandon?
Yeah, his name.
Who is Brandon?
He come on here. He's in a band and stuff like that.
That comes over to Charlie's house?
Yeah, he plays guitar, and well, he was out there playing guitar. And stuff
If you
like
say
that.
guitar one more time, bro, I'm gonna find a guitar and hit you with it.
He was like getting all into it. He went in the house. I guess he was snorting some pills or whatever. And, he was.
What kind of pills was he snorting?
I'm not sure. They were white pills.
Where'd he get them?
There's no telling where he gets any of this stuff. I don't know. He don't tell me nothing about stuff like that, honestly.
Okay.
The detective is interested in these pills, but all Kyle can contribute is that they were white. Yet Mike's alleged drug use that night may have contributed to him making the decision to kill Seth and follow through with that choice.
Bro.
Although it's unknown what specific drug he may have taken,
White
many
pills?
illegal substances have been linked to increased levels of violence.
True. That boy was off his
So he's
Xan.
snorting some pills and so on.
Man was snorting Xans, which led to him tapping somebody.
Somebody brought.
Bro, Xans do not make you kill people, bro.
He's like, man, I want to go on a killing spree tonight.
Whoa.
He's like, I just want to. And,
Okay,
he's like,
Mr.
You
Hooper.
guys down? And I told him no. I told him I don't.
You said you guys.
Hey, are you guys down to go on a killing spree tonight? Are you guys down? What?
I want to kill him tonight. He's like, I just want to.
Yo, Kyle,
And,
is this the
he's like,
extent of
"You
your
guys down?"
imagination,
And I
bro?
told him no.
You
I told
guys,
him I don't.
You said you guys
no.
down. Who's he talking to? You and him.
Me, Amber, Charlie, Roach. Okay.
Who's Roach now?
The guy Justin Soto.
Oh, okay. So, okay. So Soto was there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Kyle hesitates, but then
Oh, he wasn't supposed to do that. He was not supposed to do that. Because Soto probably scared all of them into saying that he wasn't there. Because if we're being honest, Justin Soto is probably the one that killed Seth. But Kyle, you see, I'm going to take over for whatever channel. What's the name of this channel? I'm going to take over. Let me take over real quick. Explore with us. Mr. Kyle Hooper officially places Justin at the scene, which doesn't corroborate with everything else everybody else said about Justin being at the scene.
Kyle hesitates, but then officially places Justin at the scene on this night, disputing his claims that he did not hang out with them and had no knowledge of anything that took place. Justin is going to have some explaining to do.
Oh, God.
I know you were there.
Ooh,
I know about what you did.
dang.
I know that you participated,
Whoa.
and I want to know exactly what you did so that
Whoa.
I don't blame you for something you didn't do, because everybody else is. All right?
Blaming me?
Yeah.
The detective has clearly learned details from the other
Facts.
interrogations.
Nah, she came in
However,
with like
Justin
a caught that
doesn't know how much
caught
she
the
knows,
canary.
and she's implying they're laying the blame for events squarely at his feet.
She's capping.
It appears that the detectives may be using the prisoner's dilemma as one of their tactics to get everyone to talk. This psychological dilemma involves separating people and then giving them a scenario in which each person must decide, without being able to communicate, if they're going to cooperate with each other and stay silent, or if they're going to turn on the other and deflect blame off of themselves. All the while, the detectives tell each person that the other has already spilled all of their secrets and blamed them. Here, each of the suspects face this same decision dilemma. If they all stay quiet, there may not be enough evidence to convict them, or they could receive a lesser charge. But with the choice to cooperate with each other comes a great risk.
What?
If only one person stays silent while the rest talk, they risk getting blamed for everything.
Oh, yeah, that is true. That is
but
true.
if they all talk, then they all could face punishment. The detectives will put the pressure on even more by suggesting to each person that the others are pointing the finger at them.
Okay, show me.
Is this just an excellent way for interrogators to get to the truth? Or is it unethical to pit suspects against each other, as it could incentivize false confessions? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Absolutely use these niggas to go against each other, bro. What? We gotta figure out who killed my dog Seth, bro. You're bugging, because I'm getting tight. They're not telling me what happened to him. All they said is that he died. But how? How did he die, though? Yo, let me in with one of these suspects,
false
bro.
confessions.
Well, I know what happened to Seth. Okay? So, floor is yours.
I ain't gonna lie, Justin. This suave,
Question
cool
is
head.
Roach gonna look out for Roach? Or is Roach gonna not look out for him and let him take the fall for everybody else?
You messed it up, shawty. I ain't gonna lie. You almost.
Since you put it that way, this is what happens since they were.
As easy as that, Justin joins Kyle in revealing the truth of that horrible night.
Whoa.
Meanwhile, Kyle's grim story is far from over. Mike has just taken the pills.
I ain't gonna lie,
and
I
is
feel like
amped up
Justin
and
is
ready
probably the
for
one to tell the
violence.
most truth.
What he's talking about is killing Seth.
Pretty much, because he was like, man, because he's like, all you gotta do is find him and kill him way down here and everything like that. And he didn't want to hear
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Kyle, you're literally yeah, man, because he you just gotta find him and kill him. What, Kyle? What are you talking about, bro? Kyle is literally making this up on the spot.
Pretty much because he was like, man, because he's like,
Listen
all
to
you gotta do
him.
is find him, get him way down here and everything like that. And he didn't want Amber to call him off of the phone or text him. He didn't want nothing to have her or Charlie to have nothing to do with it.
What could Seth possibly have done to stir up such animosity with Mike?
That's what I'm saying.
This couldn't have been a random event. There had to be a motive.
It's Charlie.
Perhaps Amber has already given investigators a clue.
Oh no, Amber. Who is
Why
Seth
does
dating?
Michael not like Seth?
Because of you.
Because he likes Amber.
Amber, yeah.
Oh, okay. So have you ever dated Michael?
We've never dated, but we've always had a thing for each other, but never dated.
Okay.
Despite what Amber says here, Seth certainly feels like she and Mike were in a relationship. The two former lovebirds engaged in a social media war after the breakup, which demonstrated how volatile things had become between them. In February of
This man
2011,
liked this post.
before the breakup, their Facebook posts were what one might expect
I ain't gonna
from
lie,
teens
I
in
understand,
love.
bro. We've
But
all
then
been
on
guilty
March
of liking
23rd,
our own
Amber
posts, bro.
announces that she is done, followed approximately a week later by a similar post from Seth, indicating that he is now single. Seth and Amber
Dang.
continue to express their frustrations, which leads to an online
How are you done with it when you continuously write, I just ain't going to let Mike have his cake and eat it too? Wait, no, no. RP Seth, Amber, you're trash, and your spelling and writing is trash. Seth, you know what I'm saying? That too was crazy, but it's okay. It's literally okay.
war, with friends on both sides providing support and sometimes a voice of reason when they take things too far. On April 3rd,
That's not
Seth
nice.
seems to want to extend the olive branch, but Mike gets involved and Amber makes it clear she wants nothing to do with Seth. According to some sources, it was around this time that Seth challenged Mike, and the two got into a fight. Despite being younger by 3 years, Seth apparently won the fight, deepening the rivalry between them.
So-
battle lines are drawn. Amidst this online
Whoa,
chaos, it's no
whoa, I ain't gonna lie. Hold on.
battle lines are drawn.
Yo, did Seth just say the N-word? I ain't gonna lie, Seth. See, just like I said, Seth, stop being childish. And how did I cheat on you the whole time when I was pretty much lived with you when we were together? Haha. Is dumb as bro. He can't fight, man. I bet your son can whip his.
Amidst this online chaos, it's no wonder that Seth was suspicious about being jumped when
Oh
Amber
my
suddenly
God.
wanted to make
I
nice
ain't
with
gonna lie,
him and
Seth.
get back together.
Seth, you was a brother.
Well, Amber decided and she agreed to it.
You can't be saying
Your
that,
brother told
Seth.
me everything.
R.I.P. though. You can say whatever you want now.
So
I mean,
you
I don't
can
know,
sit there
bro.
and you can continue to lie and I'm gonna walk out and treat you like a piece of garbage.
Whoa.
Or you can sit here and treat me with the respect that I treated you with. Okay? And you can tell me the truth.
Oh God.
What's your choice gonna be?
True.
Okay. Speak up so I can hear you too. Okay?
Alright.
So let's start at the beginning again. And you tell me this story. And the first time that I think you're lying, I'm getting up and walking out of here and I don't care what happens to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The detective is far more aggressive now.
Yeah.
Amber
She's
begins
on
with
time
Brandon
and
playing music and
wouldn't have worked,
designates the
though.
same
Don't be
players on the
coming-
scene, including Justin and her stepfather.
James and Brandon.
Jesus, bro,
both
that
left
dude looks
after
horrifying,
Brandon
bro.
was playing
Yo,
guitar and
James,
everything. They
why
both
does
left.
his eyes look like that,
And
bro?
Mike was like talking to Charlie and Kyle and me. And he was like, you should call Seth. And I was like, for what? He was like, act like you're gonna make up with him. And I was like, for what, Mike? He's like, because I'm gonna kill him. And I was like, why are you gonna do that? He's like, because I'm tired of him.
But why?
This is a key moment, as Amber has now revealed her knowledge of Mike's intentions. This admission means that she knew something may happen to Seth
Yeah, you're
if she
going to
called him
jail.
to ask him to meet her. She's now gone from an innocent bystander to an instrumental part of Mike's
You know what
plan.
I'm saying? You're literally going to prison for accessory to murder, cuh. Have fun. How was lady prison?
With additional confirmation that the girls are not as innocent
Are they
as
nice
they
there?
claimed, there is still another confrontation that needs to take place to get the full story.
They're probably
I
meaner
need you
than
to
the
be totally
dudes. I
honest
ain't
and
gonna
truthful
lie.
with me, okay? Because we have talked to other people. We've talked to Kyle, okay? And Kyle has told us his new version of the story. Okay, at this point, he's
You
being
need to
totally
talk to
cooperative.
somebody about personal space, my brother.
I know there's some things that
Back up.
transpired prior to. I know there were some conversations prior to about something happening.
The detective is being intentionally vague when he hints that Kyle has given them information. He wants to increase Charlie's discomfort so she will be more likely to talk.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't involved in that. I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, it might have been between him and Mike, but I don't know.
Cal has already, and I'll be honest with you, has implemented you in being involved in knowing or having knowledge to this thing transpiring prior to it happening.
But I didn't.
This what doesn't make sense to me.
Uh-huh.
You're telling me that you guys are in this house.
What doesn't make sense is that
drew
you
out
about to
a
put your
diagram
hand
for me
on her
of
thigh,
your
bro.
house where everybody was sitting at. The C is for,
Me,
the A is for,
Amber,
Apple.
the
Oh.
K is for,
Kyle.
KKK. Oh.
the S is for, and
Slytherin.
then Mike was in his
Oh.
room allegedly, correct? Okay. Who else was at this house that you did not put in there?
Roach was there, but he wasn't there when that happened.
Yes, he was.
I didn't see him.
It seems likely that Kyle, Amber, and Charlie had previously coordinated with Justin to leave him out of the events completely. The detective shifts focus to Seth's arrival.
Interesting.
He says that he just unannounced himself and just came to the house. Is that correct?
Yeah.
No one told him to come to the house.
No.
How did he come to that house? Because I'm telling you right now, there's a different story in that other room.
I mean, he walked. I mean,
I understand he probably walked with his left foot and his right foot, one in front of the other, and he physically came to the house. This is where you need to be truthful with me.
How did he pull up,
You need to
Charlie?
be truthful with me. Because right now you're beating at the bush. Okay?
It's
And you're not being truthful.
beating around the
Can we
bush.
both agree on that?
Okay.
This at least is progress in the right direction. Let's check in with Kyle.
Bro, let's check it with Justin. He knows.
Take a deep breath. You're doing really well. About time.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Once he pulls himself
No, it is
together, he
not.
provides
They
some
need to go to
insight
prison,
into his
bro.
feelings for Seth.
Immediately.
I really hated Seth. And,
What?
There was time because my ex-girlfriend, I found him in the bed with my ex-girlfriend, and I really didn't like that, and I loved her. But I
Bro,
really
it's
didn't want to
lit.
go out and kill the kid.
Whoa.
It wasn't my intention. And he come, all right. Well, Mike was talking about it. He's like, listen.
Yo,
He's
it's
like, I'll do
literally
it.
not that serious, bro.
And believe it or not, Amber wanted it done. Amber don't want nothing to do with him. Amber wanted him dead and gone. He deserved it.
No, he did not.
Kyle is deflecting responsibility off himself by justifying what they did, by blaming the victim
He
and
literally
stating that
did it,
he
bro.
deserved it.
I ain't gonna
I
lie.
wanted
Kyle,
it, but I
you
didn't
had
want
to see
do
me,
it,
bro.
and
I don't even
didn't
know
want
none of the
nothing to
people in
be a
this.
part
I
of
just,
it.
bro,
I
this
didn't
is
want
so.
nothing. But
And Mike said he would do
But
it.
Mike said he would do it.
So you
and
talked
he
to
and
Mike
he kept
about
on
it?
saying, man, I'll take the blame for it. I'll take the blame for everything. I'll do it. I'll do everything. I'll take the blame. If the cops ask you if anything, I'll take the blame. I have nothing to lose.
Kyle has admitted to quite a bit so
That's
far.
what I'm saying. This
He
man
seems to
just put
mistakenly
him.
believe that Mike could take all the blame for killing Seth if he's the only one who pulls the trigger.
It's whatever. And Amber agreed to it. Everybody was agreeing to it.
So did Soto agree?
Huh?
Soto, Roach,
Everybody agreed.
He
Like
agreed?
I said, everybody agreed.
Amber agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Mike said he would do it, and you agreed. So there's 5 people.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The detective makes it perfectly clear that Kyle is stating that each of them were involved in premeditation
I
for
ain't gonna lie,
murder.
bro. Kyle, you.
Mike's like, man, I can't do this. It's got to be done now. He's like, wait, we can't. He's not. He's sitting in the love seat. He's like, it's got to be done now. Mike opened the door. I come out. I hit him over the stick, the head.
Where was Seth when you hit him?
He was in the chair,
Okay.
and I hit him over the head with the stick, and it broke 3 times on him.
Kyle had previously admitted that both he and Justin Soto intended to hit Seth to make it easier for Mike to kill him. This is considering aiding in the murder and could make them just as culpable as Mike.
I was about to say, this is literally
He's now
aiding
admitted
murder,
that he
bro.
actually followed through on his part.
Bro, is it
In another
that?
room, Charlie's detective is about to use this event to perform a coup de grace.
At no time did
Coup
you
de
ever
grace.
say, when Kyle hit Seth across the head with this stick, board, or wherever this object was, what the hell are you doing? What's going on? if you didn't know what was going on. You
Oh.
see the picture I'm painting now?
Nah, he's painting
Obviously, you had to know what was going on, okay? Because any person in their right mind would have asked this question. If you and I are sitting in this room, and whoever's sitting over here, and I just start beating the hell out of him, aren't you going to want, what's going on? You never said that. You know why?
because you knew.
You know why?
Yeah.
Why?
So I knew something might have happened.
Exactly.
Charlie finally
They need to
admits
oil
that
them
she knew
chairs up,
something
but,
might happen.
you know
Once
what
the
I'm saying?
detective started being aggressive about her lies, it didn't take very long for her to break under the
Hey,
pressure.
I like this detective.
I hit him.
He's good.
And
He's real
he
good.
stood up, and when I broke it over his head 3 times, he stood up, and then Roach come in, and then he hit him with the
I would've started
his
shooting,
stick,
I ain't gonna
and
lie.
then he was trying to go through
I would have
the
started
kitchen,
shooting,
and,
bruh.
Mike shot him in the back twice with a gun.
Kyle hit Seth with the thing.
Hold
and I flew
on.
against
Does
the
not
counter and I
corroborate with what
Roach
Amber said.
him
She
with
says 5 or
stick, too?
6 shots.
I didn't look at it. I was in the kitchen. And all I seen was Seth fly, and then Kyle and Roach flew, and Mike flew right behind him. And Charlie was like, come to the room, come to the room, come to the room.
When Kyle hit him over the head, that's when we ran into the room because we didn't know where Mike was. Like,
Bro. Why did they do this, bro?
we thought he was in his room, and obviously that's where he was. But
Like, I'm still
we
not
didn't know where he was
understanding,
with
bro.
the gun.
Okay.
And then he was still trying to go out. He was still trying to go out the front door, and Mike just kept on shooting him. I kept on telling Mike, I was like, "Stop it, let him go, let him go."
Nigga, let him go.
And he
He's
just
dead,
kept on
bro.
shooting him, and he goes out the house,
I just got out of the way and like pumped his ass.
and Roach grabs him like this, and set on the ground, and has him choked, and. I don't know what he did to his knee, but he kind of messed up his knee, and Roach rolled over.
Who messed up his name?
Roach,
Okay.
Soto, and he rolled over, and Mike come up and shot him in the head, and that's when it was over.
Mike shoots him. How many times?
It's like 5 times maybe, I guess.
Right there on the spot?
And oh my God, man.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all are sick, bro.
And
I beat the ever living,
come back into
bro.
and
Y'all
then,
are sick.
I was like, Mike's like, man, grab him, you gotta grab him, Kyle. We didn't have nobody, we gotta grab him. And I was scared, I was freaking out, and I'm like, okay.
Why did y'all
And I
do
grabbed
this?
him, and I pulled him up the stairs, and
Grabbed who?
I'm asking like they finna
I
answer.
pulled him up the stairs.
Was Seth still alive?
Partially,
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was still breathing at that time.
He was partially still
He got
alive.
shot in the
I
head.
was so
What are you
shook
talking
up. I'm
about?
staring at her, I'm crying. She's trying to hold me to stop crying. I'm about to puke from it all.
You did this.
And then they got him in the house and laid him on the floor.
And then they put him in the bath. And then
Who put him in the bathtub?
Roach come in, and he helped put him in the bathtub.
I like
Did you help put Seth in the bathtub?
Yeah, I like grabbed a little piece of him and like just put him in there, and then I just went on.
I ain't gonna lie, Soto, you kind of crazy yourself, bro. He kind of crazy. This man said I grabbed a little piece of him, bro. You were there, okay? You were there. You helped put him in the bathtub, bro. Stop trying to like deny how much of your effort that you put into this, bro. You helped. You could say you did it yourself or not did it. You're going to jail either way, my brother.
Put him in there, and then I
Isn't
just
Soto
went
like a
on.
piece
Then
of
went into
food
the
or something?
bathtub. Mike kept on getting all psycho and pissed, and kept on punching him and shooting him, and I had to grab him like this to pull him back, and I told him to stop. I said, listen, you need to stop right now. And then I come in, and then Mike's wanting to break it.
I ain't believing that
Mike's trying
word
to
is
break
coming
his
out your
kneecaps,
damn
so,
mouth,
you
Kyle
know, to
Hooper.
put
Is
him
he
in a
dead at
hog
this
tie.
point, or is he
Yeah,
still?
he's completely dead.
Who broke his legs and knees?
I
What?
think Mike did that.
And that's when Mike had his kneecap, had his leg pulled out like this, with some in his hand, some hard, trying to break his kneecap.
How'd you get the scratch marks on your legs? Fighting with Seth?
No, I didn't. It's still woods and stuff.
Are we
Finding
still?
firewood?
Huh?
Finding firewood
Yeah.
to burn up Seth?
I guess, yeah.
And then Mike was like, Roach, get him in the bathroom. And then Charlie was like, Amber, don't walk
Bro,
out there.
I ain't gonna lie, Amber. All that crying stuff is doing nothing but pissing me off, bro. Shut up. Shut up. Like, you weren't crying, bro. You were not crying when this was happening, though.
And then Charlie was like, Amber, don't walk out there. Don't walk out there. We don't need to see it. That's when Mike walked in the room with his gun in his hand. And he was like, I love you both, but if you say anything, I'll kill you both.
When a person threatens to kill another person to get them to commit a crime, that creates a duress defense. However, this is not usually a defense to a homicide, as it's considered wrong to take another person's life, regardless of whether your own life has been threatened. Furthermore, since Amber was
What?
aware and participated
So
in
even
these...
if I got threatened into killing like somebody, I still, but it, like, you feel me? I got threatened into doing so. They still would put me in jail but then I would die if that person that was threatening me like was really serious about killing me if I didn't kill somebody. There's no, for the middleman, there's no winner, bro. It's either I die or I go to jail for killing somebody. That's crazy. That's kind of crazy.
Homicide, as it's considered wrong to take another person's life, regardless of whether your own life has been threatened. Furthermore, since Amber was aware and participated in these events before there was ever a threat involved, her part in the murder is already done.
Yeah.
22. 22. Okay. 22 revolver. It's all black.
Where's it at?
Yo,
right now?
Kyle is really spilling the beans right now, bro. Damn.
In the air duct.
That's where
In the
gun's at
air
right now.
duct?
That's where the gun
Where
is
are the
supposed to be
sticks
at right now.
that you guys?
Everything got burnt.
He then begins to explain how they disposed of Seth's body once his kneecaps were broken in the bathtub.
Like, bro,
And then
why did they,
tied him,
like...
Then he put him in the bag.
In what bag?
The like I said, that
Sleeping bag.
sleeping bag.
Okay, so after the bathtub, they put him in some blue thingy that you said,
Yeah,
like a
A
bag.
bag or something.
Okay,
He
what
was,
do they
brought,
do?
he was brought up there.
Who brought him out?
Mike and Kyle.
It says Mike and Soto.
Well, they brought him up there first, and I just like dragged them a little bit.
Oh, bro, Soto, stop. Just stop, bro.
Already knows he was involved, but just a little bit. He'd already been collecting wood for the fire, and now they got it started in the backyard, preparing to dispose of the body in the bag.
Like, bro.
We had these two tires. The tires, now the rubber was supposed to, I guess what Mike said was supposed to overdo the smell of the burnt body, something like that. So
Where'd you get the tires?
the tires were already in the front yard. They come off of some car or something, and then I come out there, and then Roach was telling me something about the shovel. Like I guess he hit him over the head with a shovel or something, because he was still, like, Mike's psycho. He's crazy. The guy's completely dead, and he's still hitting him.
If what Kyle is saying is true, Mike continuing to strike the body with a shovel could suggest that he's trying to relive the experience of killing Seth. He may have felt a rush of adrenaline when he first attacked the victim, and he wants to feel that excitement again.
Yo, this nigga
The
Mike
drugs
needs
Mike
to be
took may have also contributed
found.
to his frenzied
Did
behavior.
they find him?
You and Mike stayed out there and watched the body burn in the fire,
I
right?
stayed out there.
You stayed out there by yourself?
Yeah, most of the time.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate your being honest about that, okay?
Mhm.
So I guess it was your job to make sure the body burned?
Yeah. I just wanted it all to be over.
The next morning, when the fire's out, Mike prepares what remains of Seth's body for disposal.
We're just going around there. Mike's in the bag picking teeth from his skull and playing with his tongue. He's all sick and everything. He's putting them into them paint, them containers with paint and everything, the ashes and everything.
Who's helping him do that?
He was at that point. He was just doing everything by himself at that point, because everybody just said, "F it, we're done."
Where is Seth right now? Where is all of his body parts?
It's somewhere in Ocala.
Where?
Wait,
Oh, well, it's some rock quarry thing or whatever.
This quarry was a place Mike had once gone swimming with an ex-girlfriend, and he knew it was a desolate place, perfect for disposing of the paint buckets that contained his victim.
It's out. You brush your teeth, right?
Yeah.
You know what toothpaste look like, right?
Yeah.
You ever mashed it?
Yeah.
You ever try to put it back in there?
It can't go back in.
Can't.
I want my mom there. Mother, no.
Can't go back in, can it?
what the hell? What is this now? Is he talking about? So he's saying the truth is the toothpaste. Shuddy said, I want my mommy. You're a grown woman. That's literally an accessory to a murder of an innocent young man. Nobody gives a damn what you want, nigga. You're going to prison. Damn, I just got really...
No.
Somewhere nearby,
Hold on. I'm sorry, what?
I want my mom there. Mother, no.
Shut
Can't
up.
go back in, can it?
No.
Oh,
Somewhere
yeah.
nearby, Amber faces the music for her part in the debacle.
What were you thinking?
Facts.
I'm scared.
What were you scared of? There was no threat
I was
at the
scared
time
of Mike.
but there was no threat at the time. Seth wasn't even there.
That's what I'm saying. Shorty, you're
So
lying.
what are you being afraid of? Seth
No,
wasn't even
she
there. There was
wasn't
nothing for Mike.
scared,
Mike,
bro.
You said Mike told me I love you both. He would never do anything to hurt you. What were you thinking about getting Seth up there?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking at the time.
Did you just hate Seth that bad?
I didn't hate him. I was hurt.
Does your mom know about this?
Shorty, stop
The
crying.
detective asks her brother the same question.
What do you think your mom's gonna say when you... Does your mom know this true story?
Oh, man. She knows what I told her.
Yo, could the mom
What do
be
you think
part of
mom's
this
gonna
too?
Not one of her
Because she was
children,
really
but
calm
both her children
when
love
Kyle
their
said,
mother.
both your jits are going in for murder.
Last but not least, there's Justin.
I just don't want to get into no more shit.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I
You're
didn't
going to
wanna get
prison.
into shit. I just wanted just to get my life together.
You're going to prison,
I was
bro.
planning on going to the military and everything, but it's fucking out of the picture now. Well,
Why-
my life pretty
Why
much is
didn't
out
you
of the
just,
picture.
let me ask you this, you're telling me you wanted to get your life straight, this, that, the other.
I don't like,
That's all bullshit, because if you
just
wanted to
don't
get
like-
your life straight, you know what you would have done? You would have not participated in this, and you would have called the cops and said, this is what's about to happen to this
That's a fact.
kid.
Nah, that's a fact.
You gave no regard to another person's life.
She's right. She's
Why didn't
100%
you call
right.
911?
Justin.
I don't know.
You don't call 911?
Y'all gotta stop, bro. The so-called street cred that people want to believe in, bro, it doesn't exist, my nigga. It literally does not exist, okay? I ain't trying to say that I'm the hoodish nigga out here. I'm from Miami. I'm from Miami, okay? And I'm from Liberty City, Little Haiti. I'm from those parts. But folks is actually dying over unspoken rules in the grand scheme of things don't even actually matter. And not only do they actually not matter, but folks don't even adhere to them, bro. Come on. If the price is right, or if the drug is strong enough, bro, people are willing to do anything. That's what you kind of have to learn. Following the ideals of other people, bro, don't lead to anything but literally confusion on what you're actually supposed to do in situations like this. Because I know he probably wanted to say something, but he's from an area where it's like, hey, bro, you don't talk to 12. You just don't. And I understand it. I don't like talking to 12. The opinions of other people shouldn't matter to me because I did the right thing. Like, I just realized the opinions of other people shouldn't matter to me because I did the right thing. I literally saved someone's life. So why should I care if the hood is chatting when I did the correct thing? Whoever said doing the right thing was something that was easy or likable. Over with, cuz. Jesus, Justin.
With interrogations complete, detectives begin sending the suspects one at a time to where Kyle and his mom are waiting.
Oh my
He's
gosh,
sitting in the
they're
chair,
gonna put them
currently
all in
just
one
off
room.
screen.
She said, "You tell me the truth and all I can, and straight the truth, and I will try helping you." That's why I need to talk to the detective again. I'm gonna just come out with it. And I'm gonna get everything done and over with, and I just want it all done. So I told him.
If someone cannot afford an attorney, they have a constitutional right to have an attorney appointed. This is explained to every person in custody as a part of their Miranda rights. But Kyle doesn't seem to fully comprehend this right.
I wish I would have never met this kid, man.
Who?
So,
I wish you didn't meet Mike.
that too.
Nah, facts. Mike is really the whole like.
No, I haven't seen him. I haven't even seen him.
Can I have mom come out?
I had to. They knew we were lying.
Immediately, Amber confronts Kyle.
Oh,
For a second.
they're putting everybody in here. Oh my gosh.
Amber confronts Kyle.
For a second. Is that your mom's purse?
Yeah.
Let me give your mom.
Did she leave it?
No, actually.
Said, we've interviewed Charlie. And now, you can't now. I know you're lying to me.
They immediately begin talking about the interrogation. It's likely that they're unaware that they're being recorded.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. Whispering.
I'm sorry, guys.
He's not gonna wait for me.
What?
Charlie taps her arm where her husband's name is tattooed. With the prospect of facing incarceration before them, the conversation turns to their feelings about the idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm terrified.
I am too.
Because I'm actually going to an actual jail. And then an actual prison. It's no like juvenile.
Well, I'll probably be going.
You can't, you're 15.
Yep, they can trial me as an adult because I actually.
I ain't gonna lie. They're
In time,
like
they begin to
talking.
speculate about the one person who is still missing, Justin.
So for you, and if you were done getting interviewed, Roach was already out because I heard them talking about a cigarette.
So where's Roach now?
And I even said if they don't do anything, if like they don't do anything about us with us, then we're gonna have to watch our backs
Well, with my.
with anybody.
With everybody.
You know, people are gonna hate us for this. People that don't even know us are gonna be looking for us if we get out of this.
I ain't gonna lie, Shorty,
Why?
relax. We ain't like,
There's a
bro.
15-year-old kid murdered because of us. Do you honestly think people want to be around?
First of all, she's projecting. Second of all, Charlie just like the other girl, the one with the boxer shorts, just admitted. She literally just admitted right then and there to because of us.
Why?
There's a 15-year-old kid murdered because of us.
Like, why you had to add that? Like,
Do you
well,
honestly think people want to be around that? Do you think people think there's those kind of people are supposed to be here?
yeah,
Yeah, but it's not our fault.
Hell, I don't even like the kind of people, and I'm one of them now.
I can tell.
And I didn't even do anything.
Whoa, but you.
Throughout their discussions, they've been placing the blame squarely on Mike as the ringleader, discounting their own contributions to Seth's murder, as Kyle does here. They seem to struggle to acknowledge what they've done or take responsibility for their own actions.
Yeah.
Amber, where are the clothes that you had on that Sunday?
After Amber answers the detective's question, Kyle takes the opportunity to try to find out some information.
Can you tell us anything what's gonna happen to
Yep,
us?
I sure can, and I will. Just in 1 second, just let me go back and tell him what she said. What shirt did you have on? This is the story. You're an adult, correct?
Yo.
Juvenile and juvenile, correct? Am I right? 18 and you're 18. You're all going to be booked with first-degree premeditated murder.
Damn.
You two will go
Damn.
to the juvenile assessment center. You will go to the Marion County Jail. Okay? Take a deep breath. You'll have no bond. You won't be getting out.
How many years?
Oh, honey, this is not. Listen to me. Everybody, just take a deep breath.
Like, well, since we really didn't do anything.
No. See, but you did. First of all, let's get over that hump right now, okay? That we really didn't do anything because everybody's complicit here. A person died. A person was murdered, okay? We all knew about it. We all planned it. We were all involved in getting it done. So let's
I ain't gonna lie, Shorty. Who's we? I didn't do
died. A person
didn't
was
do
murdered,
anything.
okay? We all knew about it. We all planned it. We were all involved in getting it done. So let's hop that hurdle first, okay? Let's man up to the fact that, damn it, this was a pretty heinous crime and we all had something to do with it. Now we got to deal with what will happen to us from that, okay?
Yeah, well, it was like the fact, like,
Charlie,
I was scared 'cause I had a gun
Charlie,
and,
shut
you know
up.
what?
Stop it. Do you think we haven't been listening to everything you guys have been saying in here?
Huh?
Are you that stupid, really?
I know.
Stop. Do you think we haven't been listening to everything you guys have been saying in here? Are you
Yo,
that
who is-
stupid, really?
Who is that
And just stop.
detective?
Because I don't even, lying to me just makes me just, ugh, I hate it.
I wasn't lying.
Oh, yeah, you were. You lied about a few things. But anyway, that's what's
Detective
going to happen.
Strauss? Yo,
It is one
I like
step
you.
at a time. Remember to breathe. That's how we get through stuff like this, okay? But you know what? I will say, you, sir, I have a lot of admiration for because at least you told the truth.
Having praised Kyle for his honesty, she informs them that they will be booked, but that they still have the trial to determine their guilt or innocence.
What? How? Is Roach gonna go through the same thing?
Yes, he has too. He's admitted his part. He will be booked also.
She tells Kyle and Amber they will let her see her mother before they have to leave, and then departs.
Yo,
The staggering reality of their
I ain't lie.
situation begins to sink in.
We're all in for murder.
First degree.
I lied.
Douchebags, bro. Y'all didn't even really say why I killed him, bro.
Just say, why did you lie? This is our life now.
Oh my God,
We didn't do anything with the body or anything like that. I get 5 years, I'm 20 by the time I get out.
Amber is unable to grasp the true magnitude of what a first-degree murder conviction would mean. 5 years would be a drop in the bucket compared to what she can expect.
That's like 15 to 30, ain't it?
And I'm going.
How many years is first degree murder? How many years? Life imprisonment. Oh nah, they're done for.
Joe's gonna be gone. He's not gonna stay at all.
I ain't lie, why you sad now?
Because of Mike.
No,
That's all.
you played. No. You played yourself, shutty.
I'm so scared. I'm gonna get my ass beat in there.
What the hell? Why'd you? What? Why she just like mention that specifically?
And I can't fresh little meat. I'm gonna be the smallest fucking person in there.
Oh.
Oh, it always is. Oh, you guys are going to the juvenile thing. I'm going to the big thing. Have you seen the juvenile? The juvenile is crazy. The jail is full of fucking older people now. Now the juvenile is all these. I'm so scary. It's gonna wear me.
In the middle of this despair, the detectives let Justin into the room. He is not happy.
We're screwed.
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
And Mike's fucking running while we're all handling it for him. I want my mom. I don't want.
Yo, you're a grown woman, shutty. All this I want my mom statements. My mom would come in and slap me in the face and then walk out, bro.
Detectives now had a pretty good idea of what may have happened to Seth, but there were still missing pieces to the puzzle and a suspect at large. However, everything was about to fall into place.
Oh.
Later that same night in Stark, Florida,
Oh, yeah, this
James
is-
Williams Sr. was driving home.
Who?
He'd only stopped at work long enough to tell his boss that he needed the night off because there was something very important that he had to do.
What?
That something was taking Mike Bargo to turn himself in to the police. Mike was his daughter's boyfriend, so Mr. Williams had offered him sanctuary in good faith, unaware of the real reason Mike needed a place to lie low. Yet just before, for his overnight shift, Mike admitted the truth to him, or at least a version of it, and agreed to turn himself in.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
cleared of his work obligations, Mr. Williams was on his way to help him do just that.
Oh.
However, as he neared his house, he witnessed a multitude of flashing blue lights surrounding it. It seems the police had already tracked Mike and were going to relieve him of his duty. This is James Williams Sr. He is the father of Mike Bargo's girlfriend, Kristen, and is the man he chose to stay with while on the run from police.
Tell me how you became involved in this and what knowledge do you have about
Okay. I just run down everything exactly to the T as what happened.
it? Okay.
Yesterday, I got a call from him, actually from my daughter, wanting to know if he could come up and stay at my house for a couple of days.
Uh-huh.
At which point she didn't tell me anything more than that. And then he called shortly thereafter. And I said, well, he said, look, I got in an altercation in Ocala, the place I was living, got into a fight,
Uh-huh.
and they threw me out of the house, and I needed a place to stay for a few days while things cooled down. And he said, and he started getting all emotional, and I kind of figured it was something, I said, what's going on, Mike? And he said, Jimmy, he said, at that point, I believe he said yesterday or the day before, that somebody had raped his little sister,
Whoa.
and he shot him 8 times and killed him.
Mike seems to feel the need to get things off his chest, but still can't bring himself to be completely honest.
And I started talking to him, and I said, look, man, I said, I'm telling you right now, I don't need no trouble like this. And I said, you don't either. The best thing for you to do is turn yourself in.
Yeah.
And he pretty much agreed that that's what he was going to do. Said he was going to call his father to come get him.
Mr. Williams claimed he had a strict job, so he had to go check in before he could request time off.
Mm-hmm.
He went to do so, intending to come back and be the one to take Mike to the station, even though he didn't tell him. While he's gone, Mike decides to open up to someone else in the household. This is Crystal Anderson, Mr. Williams' live-in girlfriend.
Whoa,
She was at the house during
there's
Mike's
so many
visit.
random
And
folks.
then after I got done cooking, and I got Jim up to go to work, and he left, and Mike's like, can I talk to you? And he said that the little girl that lives there, that's 15 years old, said that her boyfriend had raped her. And I was like, oh my God, are you for real? And he's like, yeah, and he's like, I killed him. I said, what?
Mike completely unburdens himself, telling the entire story to Crystal as she
Wait,
listens
so
in
did-
horror.
That's not
According
true,
to
though.
Crystal, Mike claimed that he killed Seth because Seth had allegedly assaulted Amber. Because James and Crystal are important figures in his girlfriend's life, he may have wanted to make himself look better in their eyes.
Uh-huh.
If he said he only killed to protect a girl he saw as his little sister, he may have believed he would appear more sympathetic to them.
That's not what
And
happened.
he said that
This nigga's literally trying to
after he did that,
put shame on my dog Seth's name,
that
bro.
he took a 5-gallon bucket
I ain't gonna lie, Mike, suck a Frank. For real,
and
for
put
real.
the ashes in the bucket. Him and the girl's stepdad had drove him to some place where they go swimming at, and had took cinder blocks and tied them to the bucket and threw his body in the river.
What?
Crystal's story cements James Haven's culpability as she describes that he was involved in disposing of the body. Several accounts placed Justin Soto at the scene too.
Yo,
Allegedly,
this man
Amber
got a
texted
small
James Havens,
face,
her
bro.
stepfather, and asked him to come to Charlie's house. Once there, James helped Mike and Justin load the paint cans, cinder blocks, and a dog leash into the back of his truck, and Mike gave him directions to the quarry. There, they used the leash to tie cinder blocks to the buckets and threw them into the quarry.
And he called his dad,
Shameful, bro.
and this dad told him
Literally shameful.
that's what had busted through their house. And they were looking for him, and I told him, I said, Mike, I said, you got to tell Jim what's going on. You got to tell him. I said, I can't let him get in no trouble because you want to be crazy. And I had called my cousin that was across the road, but nobody was home because I was scared. I didn't know what to do.
Okay. And is that when we showed up?
Yeah.
Now that these interviews have concluded,
Uh-huh.
there is, of course, one more person who the police
Mike.
need to have a little chat with.
Let me see what this man like. What's his energy like?
I don't know.
This is 18-year-old Mike Bargo, mastermind and instigator of the
I ain't gonna lie,
Seth
he already
Jackson
pissed
murder.
me off, bro.
He
The way
flops
he's,
down in the
you know
chair
what I'm saying?
when the
That
detective
pissed me
directs
off,
him,
bro.
his body language immediately seeming to indicate
He
that
just
he
does
will
not
be as
care, bro.
cooperative
I would've-
as his fellow conspirators.
Yo, my crazy's also like, they're really killing my wrist.
Shut up.
Mike
Shut
may
up.
be feeling powerless, so he tries to take control of the situation right away
No.
by asking to have the handcuffs removed. The detective complies, likely to build goodwill.
Why would you do that?
I got a hole in that hand, and as you can tell,
Okay. I'm Detective Loui from the American County Sheriff's Office. Okay? And I think you know why I'm here to talk to you. Okay? Before we talk or anything, I have to advise you of your rights. You understand that?
mm-hmm.
You understand each of these rights I have explained to you.
I ain't gonna lie, if I was Mike, I would have had the detective in a chokehold immediately.
But I'm saying me. You wish to talk to me
What?
now?
I like getting one phone call because I need to get over.
You need to get a hold of Jesus.
You want to talk to
And-
a lawyer? Is that
and-
what you're telling
I
me?
mean, I'll talk to you, but I want to call my dad. I want to call my dad.
Hold on a second. You just said you want to talk to a lawyer. Do you want I talk to a lawyer or do you want to talk to me? I want to clarify that first.
I'm talk to a lawyer.
Okay. Stand up.
The detective cuffs him again and leads him away. Before questioning has even begun, it is over. The so-called Summerfield Six, Mike
What?
Bargo, Amber Wright, Kyle Hooper, Charlie Ely, Justin Soto,
Jesus.
and James
I ain't gonna
Havens
lie.
III.
Okay. Since they're all literally pieces of doo-doo, this man looks like a rat. His face is super small. Her eyeball is going crazy. Yo, he looks like a cartoon character. Shorty look like she wear Nike slides, black shorts, and white crop tops, bro. That's the most... it's the most generic description. This
Charged
is
for their
despicable.
roles in Seth Jackson's murder
Despicable, bro.
and faced trial. James Havens III was charged as an accessory to murder after the fact
This
for
man
helping
looks
dispose
insane,
of the
bro.
body and pleaded guilty. His
Ew!
sentence carries a penalty
Get
of
him
up
off
to
the
30 years in prison, but the most recent updates indicate that his sentence was deferred.
What?
Amber, Kyle, Charlie, and Justin were convicted of first-degree murder, receiving life sentences. In 2020, after serving nearly 10 years of prison time, Charlie Ely's lawyer earned a retrial on claims of an ineffective defense team, and she accepted a plea deal for second-degree murder, reducing her sentence by a decade.
Oh.
With time served, she was freed at 27 years old. As both the primary instigator and shooter, Mike Bargo was sentenced to death for his crime and awaits his fate on death row. His last words before heading back to his cell after sentencing were reportedly, "May God have mercy on my soul."
Were those his actual last words, bro? Some people can be rehabilitated, but some people don't deserve it. Like, that's just a fact. That's just a fact. And that may be harsh. That may be hypocritical, since I have a stance on all human life being valuable. But like with all things, exceptions and stipulations have to be made. That's just facts. That's just facts. Let me reiterate my statement by saying Yes, all human life is valuable as long as that person considers human life to be valuable. If they have expressed and shown that they don't consider it so, electric chair, here we go. Like, that's it. That's really all I can say. He killed somebody, bro, so he dies. Like, that's just R.I.P. Seth. I kind of got like connected to him in this hour. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because throughout this whole thing, it don't seem like he did nothing. And he beat up Mike. Like, the dude beat him up. And Mike got so upset about that. Seth was literally on some main character energy vibes, bro. He beat up the bully. And the girl that he wasn't with was still obsessed with him, bro. Man, enough of me. I'ma leave y'all be. It's been your boy, Tribe Loui. Goodbye. Oh my gosh. I was trying to say good morning, good afternoon, and good night, but it just wouldn't. No, goodbye, bro. Goodbye, gang. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow.
Yo,
see y'all.
It's the end. Leave a like and share it to your friends and your kin. When I post a video, I'm gonna need y'all to attend. Thank you for the view, but I ain't done with you. 2023, I'm about to be Jordan with the flu. Yeah, join the tribe. Yeah, join the tribe. I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe.